In this video, we'll look at Brooke's February budget. We'll be counting cash for spending, and we'll be budgeting for late fees. This budget method involves 3 steps. Step 1, list the money available, dates, and the amounts. This sheet is her annual budget as well as her tracking from month to month from January through May. This January rollover, we're going to get right over here. It's the same thing as the carryover. It's $477.12. Her paycheck on the 1st is $1,480. She's also going to get paid on the 16th, and that's also going to be $1,480. $477.12 plus $1,480. That total is going to be $1,957.12. At the beginning of the month, she gets paid on the 1st, and her January rollover is available at that same date, so she put these together for this month. Hey guys, I just want to thank you for watching and liking my videos. This is a new channel, so every view, like, and subscribe is exciting. Thank you all. Now back to Brooke's February budget. Step 2, list expenses, due dates, what it is, and amounts. Rent is due on the 1st in the amount of $1,200. $297 for food, $150 for gasoline. Trash is due in the amount of $25. It's $18 for renter's insurance. On the 12th, her cable internet bill is due. $142 is what she's budgeting. Her electric bill is due on the 13th. The gas that she uses for her house is due on the 27th. The electric and gas bills change from month to month, but both of them usually add up to about $200. She's going to budget $150 for the electric and $50 for the gas. The cell phone bill is budgeted for $92. 25th, the credit card minimum is $115. She has an other spending category for all of her other expenses. She doesn't break them out individually. And February is an even month, and her water sewer bill is due in even months. And that'll be $100 she's budgeting for. She wants to also budget for Valentine's Day in the amount of $100. Valentine's Day is on the 14th. And then if we look back to her January actual expenses, she paid her cable internet bill late and her electric bill late. So she wants to budget in a late fee. She's going to put $50 for the late fee. Those bills are due on the 12th and the 13th, so she's going to put the 12th because she'll need the late fee at her earliest bill date on the cable internet one. Let's total those up. $1,200 plus $297 plus $150 plus $25 plus $18 plus $142 plus $150 plus $50 plus $92 plus $115 plus $200 plus $100 plus $100 plus $50. It comes to $26.89. And then normally even months are $25.39, so if we take out the $25.39, we have an extra $150. And that comes from the Valentine's Day and the late fee. Because she took the time to do her annual budget, when she gets to her monthly budgets, it takes very little time to complete them. Step 3, start subtracting and revise as needed. She has a total of $1,957.12 to budget. She's going to put $1,200 towards her rent. Then she's going to put $297 for her food, $150 for her gasoline, $25 for her trash, $18 for her renter's insurance, $142 for her cable internet. And her next payday isn't until the 16th. So she'd have to pay all of these bills with this paycheck if she doesn't want to pay them late. So her electric is due on the 13th. That's before the 16th. These are after the 16th. These two are before the 16th. And let's see if she has enough money to cover all of these. And we're not going to count the pennies. So we'll do 1,957 minus 1,200 minus 297 minus 150 minus 25 minus 18 minus 142 minus 150 minus 100 minus 50. And you can see it comes out to a negative, so she can't pay all of these before this paycheck on the 16th. What she can do is she doesn't need the entire food or gas budget, so she can divide that in half. Her gasoline is $150 for the month, divided by 2 is $75. So she can pay $75 with this first paycheck. And if you take $150 minus the $75 she's paying with that paycheck, she has $75 left for the month that she needs to budget for, and she can take that $75 from this pay. Similarly with the food, $297, she's going to use $150 at the beginning of the month. $297 minus $150 is $147. And then she'll take the $147 from this paycheck. Let's calculate and see if that works out. $1,957 minus $1,200 minus $150 minus $75 minus $25 minus $18 minus $142 minus $150 minus $100 minus $50. And she has $47 left out of this paycheck to still budget. She's going to put that towards her other spending. She wants to budget $200 for her other spending. If she's taking $47 out of this first paycheck, that leaves $153 left to budget, and she'll just take that out of here. $25 total, and she's taking $25 out of this pay. That's going to equal 0 remaining. 18 minus 18, 0 left to budget for that category. We've already accounted for all the food and gasoline. So from this paycheck, she wants to do gas for her home, her cell phone, her credit card minimum. 50 minus 50 is 0. 92 minus 92 is 0. 115 minus 115 is 0. Water sewer, that's 100. 100 minus 100 is 0. And let's finish these calculations. Valentine's Day, 100 minus 100 is 0 left to budget. 50 minus 50 is 0 left to budget. So all of these we have at 0. And let's see if she has enough money in this paycheck to cover all of that. 1480 minus 147 minus 75 minus 50 minus 92 minus 115 minus 153 minus 100. And that would be $748 remaining. And then this 1957, she paid $1,200 minus 150 minus 75 minus 25 minus 18 minus 142 minus 150 minus 47 minus 100 minus 50. That's going to be 0 remaining. And if we look back to her annual plan, in January there should have been a carryover of 521, and in February a carryover of 321. So if we add 521 plus 321, it should be a total of 842 at the end of February that she should have. Should be 842. But she only has 748. So if we take out that 748, she's $94 short of where she should be according to her annual budget. You can see she overspent in January for this category. She had initially done her January budget and budgeted $300 for her other spending before she completed her annual budget. She's going to have to play a little catch up in the next few months to try to get her carryover where it should be. This month she could try to use a little less money in her food and a little less money in her other spending category. Maybe she can make up $25 or $50 and get closer to where it should be for her annual budget amounts. She's already ahead of where she was last month. Last month, she couldn't pay her cable internet bill or her electric bill on time. She just didn't have enough money at the beginning of the month to pay them. And this month, she has enough money to pay them from that first part of the month, and they're not going to be late. She's making progress. And then one other thing, she wants to look at her cash amounts. The food budget money she takes out in cash. She also takes out the other spending in cash. So 150 plus 47 equals $197 that she's going to take out in cash. And then 147 for the food plus 153 for other equals 300 cash. The 300 cash, when she gets paid on the 16th, she can pull that money out of the bank. When she gets paid on the 1st, she takes out $197 in cash. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. 197. She wants $150 for her food. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 150. And then $47 for other spending. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So the other spending, she folds that in thirds, and that fits nicely in this little pouch right here. And then the food budget folds in half, and that fits in this back pocket. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for a future video when rent is past due. How do you get current on a $2,560 monthly income? YCBAM Budgets, where you can become a millionaire one budget at a time.